Good evening, mortals. Welcome to the second show of Craven, WickeCrane Halloween Tales. I'm your host, Craven, WickeCrane. Remember me? Well, if you're not, someone will scare you off your pants. Now, here's this spooky-fying tales that will leave you shivers, scared, and makes you learn to a little bit wiser for the wear. Just a little minute or few to tell the tale. Listen to this tale and prepare as well. This is Billy Heater, a fat man who have an eerie mouth on his fat belly, called Belly Eater. You see what I mean, if you dare.
Oh boy, your belly's showing. How come your belly's sticking out? Loser.
Blah! Lunchtime.
What?
Man, that's the good stuff. Who's laughing now? Good one. If you ever met someone like Billy Heater with his monstrous belly who can eat anybody and anything, please don't make fat jokes or the fat monstrous belly will eat you up. This is a tale about the teenager who been to the computer all the time with no sleeps at night, except slept in the morning and woke up in evening or night. Until he encountered something that lured him with curiosity and never to be seen again.
Whoa, that looks curious. Hello, welcome to the Demon of Websodo. Horrifying escape. Would you like to play? Sure, don't mind if I do. Oh man. Oh, you lose the game. You in all game now. What the? Hey, This computer has now been disconnected from the real world.
That might be a lesson to you. Don't ever spend too much time on computer, day and night, for dull and wrong reasons, like childish games, watching TV, binging website all the time. Or it will suck your life into the computer and never come out from it. Forever. When the child was born, he has one face on his head. But when he grew older, he has more than one face and is located on his back. Many, many faces on one man's back, smiling so eerily, frightfully. When one simple piece of pimple got squeezed by his loved companion, the many faces screams as they're popping out from his back, crying, screaming, and biting. He's sent away to where all peculiar children lives, an anomalous home for peculiar children, and never to be seen by his family again, forever. You heard the story of the hungry dodoger eating a victim who is so lazy. Now, this story of the hungry dodoger eating two victims who are bean brats, who wants more food from their mother. She cried in grief for giving them more and more what they want. Food to eat, water to drink, everything. And mostly, they avoid everything that they don't want anything. Complicated, isn't it? Now, Frankie and Tina, brat victims, are getting what they're getting and never go hunger again.
Mom, where are you? I'm hungry.
You're hungry. I'm hungry, yeah.
I want some food.
We're hungry.
Yeah, Mom,
Your
where?
mommy isn't here.
Huh?
What the?
Is me, the hungry dodoga. And I am so hungry to see you. I can eat little children who are acting like a bunch of brats, like you two. Mm. Brats are fast. Two little brats want some thick, juicy, and tender food. Makes two brats becoming fats for my dinner. Tastes so good. Fighting like a dog's and be fat as a cat's. Follow your mother, thought she has some meaty fats. When you're sneaky and greedy as a filthy rat's. That makes you two brats who be the brats. One little brat, two little brats. Goes to my dinner, I have them juicy fats. Makes two brats wanna be fats. Well, here comes in my belly, just like that. Ah. Mm, mm, mm,
Be careful what you're demanding to eat so much, or the hungry dodo girl will eat you. This is Zoe, who trying to work so hard as she can, but she don't want to work. So she bores and laying around like nothing to do but sitting here felt in boredom. She feels not to do anything when the work got in her shoulders. Until something eerie thing is about to surprise her with unexpected monstrous camera snake.
What? Huh? Ah! What the heck, man? Who are you?
Babarat, and you are never gonna get this through alive. Because of your boredom, your life just got gloomier and never got active enough to keep you alive. Now that your boredom is almost up, you'll be in my belly. Waste your time on your deadline, and now it's dinner time. Babarat is hungry. Ah.
Whoa. I better go to work.
Never say boredom of your life, or Babarat will eat you up alive. You know the tale of the elephant crusher who crushes victim who forgets the special events of special day. But what if more victims be crushed by the elephant crusher? And this time, this isn't a dream at all. Polly Fisky, a woman who don't remember about the special day when one of her child been through hard times with school problems because she forgets of what happened that day. Tony Calvin's, a man who keep on teasing little siblings and make them worse on their lives. He kept his promises that he won't do it again, but he forgets his promises big time. So forgettable. Carl Peters, a man who keeps forgetting about promises about behaving himself so calmly to prevent the argument about his relationships. So it got burst to fight. So forgettable as promise breaker. Now, they are all guilty for being forgettable and breaking promises to those who loves. Now it's time for punishment of being crushed by the elephant crusher. Face the eye of the elephant crusher. Crush. All cases closed. This is Brian, who loves to eat anything with only cinnamon stuff for snack, lunch, even dinner, and especially for dessert, which makes everybody worried and wanting him to cut some sweets. Otherwise, he'll getting fat when he had too much stash of cinnamon problem. And to make matters worse, he's been adopted by a draft horse-like cinnamon monster with horns of ram, hands of orangutan, legs of the horse, called Sinisterman Brown Sugar.
Now with a dash of cinnamon, cinnamon and more cinnamon, an inch of bacon fats, and dash of this which will you well to find out when I'm feeding you. Now eat up, cinnamon lover. You love to eat cinnamon sugar, don't you? Oh, of course you do. When you're done eating, you're gonna feel fatter and fatter as you blowing up to become the cinnamon ball. Delicious. Oh, it's finally grow on you. Can you feel it? Cinnamon bum bum, cinnamon bum bum, cinnamon bum 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 bum, cinnamon bum bum, cinnamon bum bum,
I'm blowing up.
cinnamon bum bum boom. Now for the taste of reaction. My, you taste cinnamonly awesome.
Got some sweets, or you blow up into a cinnamon ball by the evil Sinisterman Brown Sugar. At daytime, two brothers, Charles and Lucas, are bickering about everything, making fart jokes to each other, and their parents wish for them to stop fighting like childish brothers and act like men to each other. But at nighttime, when both brothers fast asleep, each of them will encounter the horrendous Bigfoot troll-like monster called the Troll Butt. He has the hands and feet of a gorilla, face of a proboscis monkey, a tail of the troll, horns of the polycerate sheep, and brown-colored fur of the bear. Plus the bear's ears too. He came through the closet and given us frightfully scares and do the disgusting things to them, as that's what he's intending to do to Charles and Lucas to put a stop their bickering and fighting like brothers forever. The next step, the troll but planning to do something scary and disgusting things to a little brother, Lucas, who went fast asleep, and something is happening when there's a rumbling came inside the closet. It come up as a horrendous monster called the troll butt, as he approached to Lucas and given him something scary and disgusting.
Oh. Ah! Oh! Ew! Yuck! What'd you do that for?
A gift of Trollbutt, the monster. That's the lessons you'll get for being annoyed to your brother, the oldest brother, Charles. So be good to each other or I'll do it again. Understood?
Okay.
Good. So, good night and have a good fright. Last night, Lucas, the little brother, being fought by the horrendous monster Trollbutt. Now, the next night, Charles, an oldest brother, went fast asleep and something rumbling inside the closet. Then is a horrendous monster, Trollbutt, here at the creature, again giving him something scary and disgusting.
Ah! Ew! Oh, that's gross! Ugh.
A gift of a Trollbutt, the monster. That's the lesson you get for being annoyed to your little brother, Lucas. So be good to each other, or I'll do it again. Understood? Understood?
Sure, whatever.
Good. So, good night and have a good fright. After 2 nights passed, Charles and Lucas make up and act like true brothers and never been bickering and fighting like a childish brothers ever again. That might be a lesson to you people if you ever fight like brothers and sisters in childish ways. Well, I'll come back tonight to scare you and doing something disgusting to you people. Like fart, belch, and you don't know where I do something nastier. Understood? Good. So good night and have a good fright. In the beginning, there was a laboratory. Here, the mad scientist making experiments on frogs and mixed with any weirdest frog samples he can find, and dash of human's blood. Combine it all into new species, both human and amphibian, with the power of frogs. But when it backfired, the frog began to grow with more hairy, more monstrous, and more way to escape from the laboratory, as it appears to be. The were-frog, the most terrifying creature whom ever walked the earth. The were-frog is formed as the man, but more like a frog. Many types of strangest creatures you ever imagine. Lots of hair of the hairy frog, size of the Goliath frog with yellow-bellied patch on his body, and horns of the Amazon horned frog. The were-frog got a vicious appetite to gobble up to all the victims, hops high in the air, and climbing on trees. The were-frog will came to gobble up the victims of only the worst dysfunctional family of the Lawrences and their cousin Norman. The story of the were-frog begins with their cousin Norman.
Okay, we have survived one who's seen were-frog dude right here. So, what's your name, please?
Norman. Norman Burton.
And just tell us how it all happened about you on this vacation trip with your cousins before their disappearances.
Yes, sir. It all started in the hot summer day when I was in my cousin's car after my parents have a business trip for a couple of days in Denver. The Lawrence's family are the worst, annoyingest, and selfishness dysfunctional family in the history of the dysfunctional family. There's Uncle Fane, Aunt Lizzie Ann, Cousin Robert, and Cousin Agravain, bickering and bickering non-stop all the way on this vacation trip to indoor theme park and hotel. While I'm here, sitting at the back of the car where all the luggage is at, tired, bored, and sad in there. They just not care for me. And children are meant to be seen and not heard. That's just what Uncle Fane said. When the car got flat tire, they landing on the middle of the woods. And there, I just saw a strange looking creature staring at me. I did try to say that it was a ghost or a Bigfoot or something, but they ignored me and left to go out to get some spare tire. I was just beginning to worry that something terrible was going to happen. After my worst cousins just got out to get a new spare tire, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting while they're talking and bickering to each other. Then suddenly, something eerie thing came out of nowhere that just grabbed the whole cousins, the whole family of Lawrences, and left me all alone. I've got out of the car and seen no one in sight. When I encountered face to face, it was a really big frog man with hairy and horns. I think that thing just ate my worst cousins, and I will be next for dessert. But the way he spoke,
All bad deeds are deserved to be punished. But you, on the other hand, are innocent with pure hearts and you're free to go.
who are you?
Let's just say I'm not one of those ordinary frogs, nor people. I'm all both. The rare frog.
So he hopped off and left me all alone. And that's just what happened. I was walking all alone until I found the police station.
Wow, you're lucky to be alive, Norman.
That is because I'm innocent. Innocent don't being eaten.
That's right. Imagine that. Thank you for this story to tell us. Well, here's your parents.
Mom, Dad!
Quite an terrifying stories, isn't it? Well, I must be flying along. So, I see you on next Halloween to tell more horrifying stories by me. That is, of course, if you dare.